the doctor said, it's a girl. I just wanted to protect you from all the bad that could happen, but I realized that I was using being your mom as a distraction, but you became my dream. The long days and sleepless nights were a lot to handle, but I melted whenever I got you dressed and put on your cute little sandals. It seemed like every day I fell in love all over again. And as time went on, you became my best friend. You became my dream. Teaching you how to walk and how to say words the correct way. Teaching you to be kind and compassionate with the things that you have to say. Realizing that you wanted to be just like me made me change my perspective and chase my dreams, because you became my dream. Wanting you to see me do things I thought I could never do. It's always been a blessing. Sorry, y'all. Wanting you to see me do things I thought I could never do. Using my words to make an example so I can be a difference for you. Teaching you about God and showing you how to pray. Reminding you that no matter what you do, my love will never go away, because you became my dream. I wanted nothing more than to make God, you, and myself proud. It has always been a blessing to have you as my child. Together we overcame every obstacle that tried to stop our progress, proving time and time again that we are highly favored and blessed. You became my dream. I wanted to prove to myself that being your mom never stopped me and never held me back. That's why you came to so many shows if a babysitter was what I lacked. I wasn't going to let anything stop me from showing you anything is possible. When you work hard and put God first, you become unstoppable, but you became my dream. And I held on to my visions from the past. Realizing with you by my side, there was nothing I couldn't grasp. Seeing the way you light up when you see your mom on TV, but reminding you you're your own person and you don't have to be me, but you became my dream. I thought you needed material things, but all you really wanted was me. You needed a happy mom, and chasing my purpose made me complete. I could smile genuinely knowing I was doing what's best for you. Never forgetting becoming your mom truly allowed my dreams to come true, because you became my dream. Thank you.
I have my daughter, I slow down quite a bit.
Okay.
Sometimes you have to make the tough decisions. I was just talking to a couple of my friends over there, and it is tricky. It's tricky. You have to decide. This year I actually turned down a tour in the Middle East, which would have been great, in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, and all the things. But I realized I was going to miss some things from my daughter. And there are some times when I know it's okay, she'll be okay, I can miss it, and there are some things that I can't. And so being a mom and a musician has shown me my priorities, and show me that sometimes it's okay to say no. The things that are meant for me will be there, and if it's no longer there when I come back, it wasn't meant for me, and that's okay.
Amen to that. Because I think a lot of women in this industry feel like, if I don't say yes, I'm never going to get the opportunity again. If I don't say yes, I'm not going to get it again. And they...
Hey y'all.
So you are a doula.
Yes ma'am, I am.
So explain what a doula is.
So a doula is a birth professional who is here to inform you, to educate you on your rights and your options. We are not only information support, but we're emotional and physical support.
And you're an artist as well.
I am an artist as well. Currently, I am 1/3 of a group called Queen City. We got an EP out right now. It's called Found Me. Check that out. And that's what I do. I bring my kids around when I can. And what I say is, if my kids can't come, I ain't gonna be here. That's that.
So how is it balancing being a doula and an artist?
It was interesting at first. You know how they tell you gotta pick one dream, and that's I was medicated and labor. Between my two people, it wasn't both of them, but my two little people that came out of here, it was natural, non-medicated. And I thought I did such a great job. I was like, I got to teach people about this. And what was most important is that I was clinically depressed and suicidal at the time. And knowing what I know now, that could have took me and my kids out.
Yeah.
But I overcame.
Wow, amazing. Amazing. All right, Bianca.
Okay, we back.
So you, like me, you are a mother too.
Yes, girl.
So since becoming a mom, how have things changed for you as an artist?
So when I had my son, it was actually during COVID, during the pandemic. So I I was performing pregnant the whole time, and then March came and everything got shut down. My show that I was in was shut down, and I had to sit with like, what does this mean? Like, I didn't even know what this meant for the music industry. I don't know what's going on in the world. So I had a lot of time to create and write. And then when he was born, that time went whoop, right out the window. He was not a sleeper. So that meant I was not sleeping. So I really had to figure out, what does my life with music look like now? Because the relationship is different. I used to spend hours in the studio just like creating and writing and vibing, and now it's like, if I'm in the studio, I got kids I gotta get back to. We gotta be very precise with our time and like get things done. Like now I work faster, and even my inspiration is different. Like it's not about, I'm not writing about my husband, I'm writing about my love for my kids. It's a different kind of love. It's something I've never experienced before. So I'm inspired in a completely different way when I'm performing, and I bring my kids with me everywhere, and they're out there in the show. Like I can't even look at them because I start to cry, because it's like they're looking at me like, oh, Mom. Like just yesterday, my son was like, "You're the best singer ever, Mommy. You're better than anybody." And I don't care what nobody else says. My son thinks I'm the best, and that's that. So seeing them at my shows, there's a different kind of battery in my back right now.
Having kids does amazing things for your ego. Okay? Amazing things.
I'm beautiful even when I'm sweating and hair tied with no makeup on.
They are your biggest little fans. Alexandra, you do so much. You wear so many hats. How do you make it all work? So, like violinist, vice president of the Recording Academy. There was one more I'm missing.
There's a bunch more.
Yes.
We don't have time for that. I started my career as a classical violinist and arranger, and spent a lot of hours and time, much of which happened during my childhood and teenage years. Ooh, that's live and direct. Right there. Angie, you need this one, you can be wherever you want. So I devoted countless hours to practicing the violin and pursuing this extremely intense type of music making for a very long time. And even when I was a teenager, I started to feel a little bit out of place in the classical world, as though there was just so much more I wanted to do. I wanted to write and record non-classical music in genres that were a little bit prohibited by my involvement in the classical world, and there was a wall there that I really wanted to break down between classical and non-classical genres. So I spent a lot of time doing that and honing those skills, which I think gave me, the conservatory time and all of that gave me a lot of skills to navigate music business that I don't think I would have had without that particular type of training and where I had it at the time. And I'm lucky to have some people around me who encourage my dreamerness of these projects that I seem to open my mouth and get involved in, including my company and the other things that I do. So it's, all of us dreamers on this stage and have this logistical part of us that keeps us great at motherhood and also at this business part of what we do. And I just won't accept a no within myself about, well, no, you...
Times as, they're a mom now, so they might not be able to take that promotion. They might not be able to handle this. They might not be able to do that. But men, it's the total opposite. They're looked at like, oh, he has a family now? We need to give him that promotion. He needs to make more money. So I'm not the only one.
No, you're not.
Have you dealt, well, obviously you have dealt with it because y'all saying yes.
I was about to give birth and was playing concertmaster of Hamilton, and I played until 1 week before my child before I had a scheduled C-section, and I was made to come in and substitute for a man who had broken his toe, and at the end of my pregnancy I couldn't walk. I was using a walker or a wheelchair. I wasn't sleeping. I mean, it was an extremely complicated, terrible pregnancy from start to finish. And so I'm thinking to myself, I'm fully expected to come in and nail this, not make one mistake for 2.5 hours straight. And this other person, who's a man, was given this, oh, of course, oh, I'm so sorry you got your toe, which has very little impact on playing the violin, for those of you who don't know. And shortly after I had the baby, there were contractors that said to me, oh, I didn't think you'd want to work at night anymore. Musicians have to work at night. I didn't think you'd want to take a show again that's 8 shows a week. Well, but shouldn't we get the option instead of it being put on us?
When I announced that I was pregnant on Facebook, like, oh, I'm having a baby, there was a man, I don't remember his name, but he commented and he thought it would be a good time to say, well, goodbye to... Y'all know where this is going. He said, you can say goodbye to music, this is your retirement post. I said, excuse me? So then I started my blog called Pregnant and Poppin', where I document and I highlighted how I was performing while I was pregnant, all the different things that I was going through as a performer and becoming a mom and what that looked like while being in the music industry. Because how dare you tell me this is my retirement post just because I'm bringing in a child? Because like you said, a man would never get that.
Exactly. Can you talk a little bit about your blog and like some of the I did not know.
Surprise.
Yes. I mean, but I would imagine that would really help a lot of women, especially new, moms that are pregnant for the first, or women that are pregnant for the first time and having doubts themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the reasons I felt like it was so important for me to do this was because, yeah, you see Beyonce, performing pregnant, you see Cardi B performing pregnant, but I'm not on that scale as a performer. I know I don't have a team who can, step in and help me with my child. I have to do it with my family, so shout out to my mom and dad out there. But it's different when you're an independent artist. Like it's a different kind of beast that you're taking on when you are doing a lot of marketing yourself. You're not in a comfy tour bus. I got my kids in the back of my SUV with me traveling. So to be able to show that it's possible, to be able to show, yeah, it might be hard. It's going to take a lot of planning. You might have to show up the day before your show just to get your kid acclimated to the hotel room. Like to show these things is just allowing other women to be like, it might be hard, but I can do it, it's possible. So I didn't know what this vlog was gonna be like. I didn't know what being a mom was gonna be like for me, but I'm like, this is the real thing. I'm doing this in real time, and I'm not gonna stop. I know that about myself. I don't give up on myself. So if anything, y'all just wanna see how I'm pushing through.
Just wonderful, and enabled me to do a lot of things that if I did not have a partner like that, I would not be able to do. My husband, basically, when I would get a chance to go on a tour, he would be full-time daddy. Diapers, cooking, the food might not taste good, but he made it. So, he did it. So, and still is to this day. When I have to go on tour, he jumps right in and becomes, a full-time dad. So, absolutely, I think having a partner has been very, very helpful, and I wouldn't have been able to do most of what I've done without him.
I don't know if any of you ladies have had to deal with this, but I will say for me, and I still deal with it, mom guilt is real.
Oh, yes.
And, there have been times that I might want to do something or I might want to go somewhere, but I have that little voice that's like, you gonna leave your kids? I'm sure you want to leave your kids? And I feel so bad about it, but then I have, the other voice of reason that it's like, you have a husband. That husband also helped you make those kids. Like, he can watch the kids for a couple hours for you to do something. So, mom guilt is very real, but Ebony, talk about that for me, please. So, I know that you said that you had to kind of pull back on some of the things that you had to do, but was that part of the reason?
Honestly, it wasn't. It wasn't part of the reason. I have waited my whole life to be a mom. Anybody who knows me knows that I've been the mommiest mom my entire life. I was the auntie, I was the cousin. I've been cooking Thanksgiving dinner since I was 25 by myself. Like, I have been waiting my whole life for this. And so sometimes there are things that I just find more, important in that moment. And I would also like to encourage a lot of moms, because while I fully support what all of these ladies are saying, think you have to make the decision that's best for you. And sometimes what's best for you may not be what it looks like for other people, and that's okay.
Not only the pregnancy space, but within labor and in the postpartum. Postpartum is forever. So mom guilt is a real thing, but Queen, we need you to be happy. And that's important.
Yeah, yes.
And I just want to say also, yes, for real about the mom guilt is true. But there's something, I'm like you, I wanted to be a mother forever, and going through all those miscarriages, fertility treatments and all that, you definitely do have to sort of find a place where you feel is the right balance for yourself. But I always say this, and one day I'm going to write this song, I gave birth to my son, but he gave life to me.
A form of love, whether that's through music or any other pursuit that you have, then what is your legacy, I think. So love and family, and if he feels a love for music and that's the way he chooses to express the innermost parts of himself to the world, like I chose, that's great. But if he chooses any kind of pursuit, as long as he's leading with empathy, then I will feel like my life was a success, and especially my motherhood was a success.
Troi, with you being
in the studio, what I do see is motherhood really empowering women to work together. I see us learning more skills to provide value, not just for ourselves and our family, but for our fellow queens who are mothering and being creative and still dreaming.
And I think that is also why events like this, programs like this are so important. Because unfortunately, that is not the consensus across the board. There is still sadly a lot of envy and a lot of, oh, if she can't come in my space because she might take my place kind of thing. And I'm a firm believer, I can't remember which one of you that said it, but I'm a firm believer that I think it was Ebony, if it's for you, it's for you. You know what I mean? That is absolutely true.
Here we go. To think outside of music. So while I still am creating music, I also have started a whole marketing agency, and now I have a successful marketing business as well.
You're hitting me with these things I did not even know. Okay, like running a beauty department, like starting a marketing agency, like what? Okay.
Because I really wanted to, the mom guilt was killing me, and then at this age, I know from newborn to say 6, there's you're really forming and molding these humans. And I didn't want to miss out on anything. So I'm like, so what can I do to provide for my family, but also work from home and be in control of my time so I can show up when it's time to show up. And so that's when I'm like, when I look at my music career, I've been marketing myself the whole time. So I'm like, if I look at what my transferable skills are, I can do this for other people. So it has made me create, even outside of music notes, I'm more creative than I ever could have imagined, and in a business sense. And I never would have even attempted that without my kids forcing me to.
But that's another fear that I have, that they have when I have conversations with them. So for a new mom, what advice would you give them?
Newsflash. Your life is over. Seriously, your life is over. You're a new person. The person that you become once you become a mom is a different person. When that baby is born, that is also your birthday. You are a brand new woman, a woman you have never been before. And that was something that I had to sit with. I had to grieve my old self. And not in a dramatic way, but I had to realize that it's okay to not get back. I wanted so bad to get back to myself, I'm not going to get back to myself, and that's okay. Who I am now is great. She's amazing. I've learned things that I never knew. I've had the bravery to do things that I would have never attempted. I have an inspiration that I never had before. This is a new person, and that's okay. So it's okay. It is scary. You've never done it before. You've never been a mom before. Every year is new. I've never had a 2-year-old. Next year, I will have never had a 3-year-old. It'll be new every single day. And that's okay.
I love that you said that. I had a conversation before this event with Suzanne, and I was telling her exactly that. I'm like, had very bad postpartum after I had my son. I mean, for months. I cried and cried and cried for months. And I just was like, when am I gonna feel like myself again? When am I gonna get myself back? When am I gonna feel like my old self? It took so long for me to finally be like, that person is never coming back.
And it's okay.
Yes, and it is okay. I thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. I know we gotta wrap up in a little bit, but I wanna go down the line, ladies. If there's any last tidbits of wisdom of you amazing mothers in the music industry making moves, please share. You wanna start, Angie? You wanna start on the side? Okay.
No.
I'm always putting you on the spot.
I would just say, just remember that you can only be a great mother if you feel good about yourself. That's really important. So yes, we want to put our children first, but you have to still think of who you are, because if you are not feeling happy with who you are, you're not going to be able to give that perfectly rounded love to your child. So, and it's okay if you can't do as much now that you're a mom as you did before. It's all right, because that's a full-time job.
Ditto.
I would say to take your time. I know a lot of times in the music industry you can feel like, oh, I gotta put out a single, I gotta put out a visual, I gotta go to this show, I gotta. But you're okay to like say, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and when you're ready to come back, you come back, you put something out, and if you gotta take another break, that's fine. Because this is your life, this is your time, you're not anybody else's time, and the industry is very different now. It's not labels telling you what to do. You have direct access to your market, to your consumers. So take your time and teach your audience. You know, Victoria Monet does it very well. She puts out her music and lets you sit with it. And then she's like, maybe 6 months later, now here's the video. Like, you can take your time, teach people. Beyonce also does it. She does things on her own time. Take notes from that.
Can I pass this on? Thank you. I think it's important for you, this mother, this future mother, this expecting woman, to nurture your pregnancy journey. Take the time to find your joy, to find yourself, so that in your postpartum, you heal thoroughly and fully, and you can take off as a parent and as that new being that you are.
Don't allow yourself to stop dreaming of the things that you want, because you want your child to dream too. And don't stop advocating for yourself. Not in a medical world, not in a career world. There are a lot of places where women have to work really hard to advocate for ourselves. And as your body changes after you have a baby, if you are someone who has a baby, you will have to navigate a whole different body that you didn't have before, and that functions completely differently in various horrific ways. And especially as you reach a particular age, it's something that gets ignored, and your advocacy for yourself can wane. And it's really important to stay advocating for yourself and also dreaming for yourself.
Yes.
And I just want to say, be gentle with yourself. Be kind to yourself. It took me a long time to learn that. I did a lot of beating up with myself. And if I could just share that with you, be kind to yourself.
Thank you so much, ladies. Can we please give this amazing panel a round of applause?
Through which impactful events are orchestrated. Many bands and notable artists such as SWV, Drew Hill, and T.I. are booked. And funds for worthy causes are raised throughout the city of
Philadelphia. I have a citation right here. I'm not even going to read anything that's on this citation because I can testify firsthand to how amazing this sister is, not just with the event planning, but her mentorship to young sisters across the city of Philadelphia, her nonprofit organization that does so much to give back to so many people, right? And then there's the other side where she's the fiscal sponsor for other organizations. She helps other people get their stuff off the ground. And overall, for Felicia is one of those people who makes Philadelphia the amazing city that we are as it relates to the culture, the fabric, and the DNA of our city. So if you would have told me 6 years ago that I would be able to stand here and recognize one of my former colleagues who is now one of the most amazing CEOs, that's what they say, right? One of the most amazing CEOs in the city of Philadelphia. So, with that being said, the City Council of the City of Philadelphia is proud to recognize the work and accomplishments of Felicia D. Harris on her contributions to the music in the City of Philadelphia and around the world. So this citation has been signed by myself and our council president, and I'm presenting this on behalf of the City Council. Felicia, thank you so much. You already know we love you, and now it's official. Thank you.
Marvelous things, reaching people in ways I wanted to. Now I am, so I thank you for your mentorship, and I'm proud to be able, for my sister, Suzanne, I would like to read this citation on behalf of Center Street. State of Pennsylvania, whereas the Senate of Pennsylvania is proud to recognize individuals who achieve great success and use their influence to uplift communities and contribute meaningfully to a better society. Felicia D. Williams has been a long-standing supporter of the Philadelphia nonprofit SCH Creative and Performing Arts Incorporated, and is the founder of High Touch Enterprises, a Philadelphia-based firm that has raised over $6 million for nonprofits and managed over 300 events, including festivals, seminars, and youth programs in Philadelphia. And whereas, beyond her professional accomplishments, Felicia is deeply committed to community advocacy. Now, therefore, the Senate of Pennsylvania recognizes Felicia D. Williams for her outstanding contributions to the community, her advocacy, and her unwavering commitment to uplifting others, and extends its heartfelt appreciation for her inspiring impact on the city of Philadelphia. On behalf of the City of James Clotion and Center Street, I congratulate you.
You booked me for amazing events. You put me in front of thousands of people, and I'm just so grateful for you and all that you do for our city, all that you do for mothers, all that you do for women, and all that you do for yourself. Can you please talk to us and accept your award?
I'm going to be short. I'm so emotional. Suzanne is my sister. My real sister. She's my real sister. And we started our journeys together at Girls High. And so when I was on the board call and we were going over the program and announcing Honorees, and she said, one of them on the call right now. I'm like, oh, who is this? Mind you, my phone was on mute because I was changing a diaper. I'm a real mom, changing diapers during the time, and she says my name, and I'm like, oh shoot, like my hands are full. But it meant so much to me. It was totally unexpected because I didn't see myself as a mother making moves in music. And she had to remind me that whenever I've had an opportunity to give another person an opportunity, even in the music space, whether it's hiring a singer, booking a band, AV tech, musicians, even beyond that, in all that I do, I really do believe that service is the rent that we pay for our time here on earth. And so I'm always very, very intentional about making sure that I'm helping other people before I even help myself, because I know that if God has blessed me to shine a light, I need to shine it on someone else, because there are people that need those lights. I'm good, and so I want to make sure that my brothers and my sisters are good. And it's not just the people I know, but the people that come into my sphere, because the energy that you radiate can be felt by people that you don't even realize that is touching. So if there's anything I want to say to everyone that's here is, don't allow other people to dim your light, but the light that you do have, shine it on other people. Uplift other people, give other people
people a chance and an opportunity. If you're put in a position to do that, do it. And I promise you, the universe is going to conspire to make your wildest dreams possible.
An indelible presence in the broadcast identities of New York, Washington, D.C., and Philadelphia for more than 5 decades. Dyana's vision and leadership were also behind Philadelphia's record-breaking Soul Train line, bringing people together in celebration of culture and music. She has reported for BET and worked as music consultant for the Soul of VH1. Since 2008, Dyana has served as an expert commentator on TV One's award-winning series Unsung, including episodes on The Supremes, Minnie Riperton, Gene Carn, Will Downing, and many others.
Next generation or the generation after that, loving you to the point where they want to sample or cover your material. That's a testament to your enduring power and legacy.
It's engraved in the archives of the city of Philadelphia and the city council. So can we give her a round of applause, man?
And for lifetime achievement, it's an honor for me as well. On behalf of Senator Sharif Street in the Senate 3rd Senatorial District, and on behalf of the City of Dreams Coalition, I'm gonna pick out my favorite part that just gives me ambition, inspires me. Whereas Dyana has been a staple in radio since the 1970s and has frequently contributed as a commentator on the acclaimed TV One music series Unsung, including co-executive producing the Teddy Pendergrass episode, which garnered an NAACP Image Award. Fondly referred to as Mother of Black Music Month, Dyana was instrumental in establishing June as Black Music Month alongside Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee Kenny Gamble and broadcaster Ed Wright, receiving recognition for her music activism in the White House from Presidents Clinton and George W. Bush. Dyana Williams has been a proud supporter and educator with the nonprofit organization STH Creative and Performing Arts, exemplifying what it truly means to be a mother making moves in the music industry. Now, therefore, the Senate of Pennsylvania recognizes Dyana Williams for her remarkable contributions to Black music and her unwavering commitment to advocacy and education, and extends its sincere appreciation for her ongoing impact in the entertainment industry. Congratulations to Ms. Williams. Congratulations to you.
For the Black Music Month celebration. She had me on so many stages, y'all. I just can go on and on about, who she is, not just in my life, but in so many other people that are here in their lives. And we just want to say thank you for exemplifying what it means to be a mother who's making moves in the music industry. Thank you, dear. Thank you.
One of my babies here is interesting because I have personal connections to everyone on the stage and so many people in the audience. Roxy, I told you, I said, girl, you do this. You do this. We've been on a few panels together. We've had a chance as women in broadcasting to bond. This one here, I call her Val Gay. Val is heading up our Office of Arts and Culture in Philadelphia. She's my girlfriend who I call when I need advice, and she gives me great advice. My favorite, I'm never erasing that message when you were driving recently. He is a continuation of June Black Music Month because he has been producing events, how long, right? 15 years. 15 years, yes, and he is a board member as well. I had the great opportunity many years ago to speak to the students in the SCH program, and I want to come back, so please have me back. As you noted in the video, I'm a native New Yorker. I was born and raised in the Queens, Bronx, and Harlem area of New York City. But I fell in love with a man from Philadelphia, and it's how I got here, and I've stayed here. When we broke up, I was like, I'm staying in Philadelphia. It's my new home. And so I want to acknowledge my Recording Academy family. Ramon, thank you for those remarks. Our executive director, I've been a member of the Grammy organization for almost 25 years. Thank you. I adore and roar, absolutely love our president, Marcus John Bryant, aka Rated Hart, one of my closest and dearest confidants. And to everybody standing there who's a member of the chapter, thank you for coming out. Lawrence Lee, you know how I feel about you. I'll start naming names. We had breakfast yesterday and I had a chance to let her know how much I love her. So that is my Recording Academy family. Thank you so much. Also to my family and my company, Influence Entertainment. They're standing already. Raise your hands. Asia's ribbon is my right hand. Okay. Our newest member, Garcelle Grant, who works up late nights with me to do proposals. Lavelle Warren. Lavelle, where are you? Raise your hand, Lavelle. Lavelle, if you know talent. Thank you, Lavelle, for your friendship and your service to our community. It means so much to me. Family is biological and the people that you choose as well. Hey, Leah, love you. I'm looking forward to working together on this project. But I want to acknowledge members of my extended family. I just mentioned Lavelle Warren, who's like a sister from another mother and father. In fact, my mother tells me that she prefers Lavelle to me, and I'm her biological, they're my only child, but it's real talk. But I want to acknowledge my Influence Entertainment team. Thank you so much for all that you do. Appreciate it. But I started by acknowledging God because nothing is more important to me than the life force that I know I have from God. I'm clear about it. But I want to take this moment before we go on to the next honoree to say, part of my extended family is here, and that would be my niece, Jean Wolf. Jeannie, raise your hand. She is, she's everything to me. Again, another person that I call for advice when I'm in trauma and drama, which is a lot. I call Jeannie. She's an attorney as well, so I get great advice from her as well. But more importantly, love. And her mama, who is our next honoree, one of my best friends for the last 52 years, something like that. How about she was in the delivery room when we talk about mothers making music? Jean already had 3 children when I met her, and I must have been about 17, 18 when I met her. And because she was a mother, she helped me through my pregnancies. How about she was in the delivery room with me when I gave birth to my children? I have 3 children. And so, grateful to you for your devotion, your friendship. In fact, I think she might be the only girlfriend of mine that had a key to my house, every single house. I gotta get you a key to the new house. But she lived with me and Kenny and our children and helped me tremendously. So I honor you because I love your music, but I love the person, who you are. So congratulations on being honored and recognized tonight for your contributions to global culture. Jean resides in West Philly, so we're very fortunate to have her with us. And finally, I can be verbose and go a little long. When we talk about family, like I said, there's chosen family, and then there are biological. And my children really mean everything to me. God, children. And I want to acknowledge both of them. My children are, in this order, Khalif Gamble, that gentleman right over there, the good-looking guy, looks like his daddy. I know, but I saw him come out, so I know he's mine. Khalif Gamble, who is a board member. Thank you, Khalif, for your service to the community, for your leadership with the Black Music Association, and your friendship and your guidance, because Khalif is real quick to criticize me and say, Mama. I hear that a lot. I also want to acknowledge my son in heaven, Issa Saladin Gamble, say his name, Issa Saladin Gamble. This is for him as well as Princess Idea Gamble, my only daughter, my baby girl, who is also an artist, a member of the Recording Academy, and when I tell you, she's got a chamber of my heart for sure. Thank you all for your presence this evening. You had choices of places you can be, in the words of Earth, Wind, and Fire. You're a shining star. That's what you are.
Just feeling like when I got into this, I said to myself, man, do people really understand what's going on? You know? There's so many mothers that are doing this. Where are the successful mothers? People have hid their pregnancies while they were, some had reasons why they do, right? And I said to myself, you know what? I'm always thinking about the next generation. That's just me. I'm always thinking about who's the next young lady who's going to be in my feet, who's going to be in my shoes, right? And I want to do something. You know, I need to highlight and bring up women who have already done this. I need to make sure that we target this as an audience. And then I reached out to some people, and sometimes you have to share your vision because you need some help with your vision. And to my surprise, and to many people's surprise, some people spoke failure over my vision. They told me that certain people wasn't going to come out for this, and you need to make it about this, and you can't just focus on music. And then I said to myself, man, see, this is even more reason why I need to do this, because people just don't give enough credit to a mother who's in music, because that's a whole unconventional type of job. You know, you're trying to maintain an image, and you want to be in mommy mode when you're in mommy mode. It's time for you to breastfeed, it's time to breastfeed. You know, sometimes you don't have time to get dressed and lay your edges down. You know, so it's a lot of these things I'm thinking about. And then, when I started receiving resources, I said, people don't know about these resources. I need to do whatever I can do to get the word out about these resources. And that's how the vision came to life. It was born in me, it was in my mind, it was in my spirit. I wanted to say no, but then I said yes. And I got discouraged time and time again. You know, and I had to speak a lot of faith into myself to keep pushing. And here we go.
Oh,
to the land and on ground, putting the real work in. So on behalf, whereas the Senate of Pennsylvania is proud to recognize individuals who achieve great success and use their influence to uplift communities and contribute meaningfully to a better society. Jean Carn spent her formative years in Atlanta, Georgia. She accepted a scholarship to Morris Brown College where she met and married Doug Carn, with whom she created 3 trend-setting jazz fusion masterpieces on their Black Jazz label, Infant Eyes, Spirit of the New Land, and Revelation in the early 1970s. And whereas in 1975, Jean recorded the hit Valentine Love with Michael Henderson, and in 1976, she signed with the Philadelphia International Records. Her debut album, Jean Carn, merged the best of the 70s soul and jazz, featuring compositions by Gamble and Huff, with the debut single Free Love, becoming an international dance anthem. Jean's second album produced the hit single Don't Let It Go to Your Head, which has been covered by numerous artists, including the Brand New Heavies, Brand Nubian, and Will Downing. And now, therefore, the Senate of Pennsylvania honors Jean Carn for her remarkable contributions to the music industry and her enduring legacy as a celebrated artist, and extends its heartfelt appreciation for her continued influence in the world of music. Respectfully submitted, Senator Sharif Street.
Jean has a crazy voice. I mean, if you know the Jean Carn songs, her voice is like, and so when someone like that gives you a compliment, it sends you to heaven, okay? So I just want to say thank you, but in addition to that, what I really love is seeing how you work with your daughter and how you guys interact and how she helps you with what you do in music. And if you could just give us, well, first off, can we just give her another round of applause? To the mothers that are here that are in music, we would love to hear from you.
This is lovely, thank you. Yeah, and I meant everything I said when we were playing tribute, remember, to Gamble and Huff at the Dell. That was a lovely occasion too. Anybody here was there? Yeah. We need to do that every year. I agree, I really agree. But thank you, Dyana Williams. Dyana Williams taught me to be a DJ. Yes, she taught me all about the music business, because there's so many sides to our business, you know. And we taught each other how to raise our kids in this business. Right, Princess Idea, Gamble? Right, Khalid Ismail, Gamble? That's right, that's right. And I'm just grateful, just totally grateful for my friends in the music and all those who have bought our product and all those who covered my product, like you said, like Will Downing and the Brand Nubian and all those wonderful artists who keep us alive, and all the folks who sing the stuff, you know. They sing my stuff on their gigs and stuff, and they really keep us in the public's eye. And it's just a beautiful state of being for me. Thank you, Jeannie, my daughter, attorney Carn Wolf. And I'm proud of all my babies, the Gamble babies, the Carn babies. And I'm just full. I'm very full. And I love what you do, Susan. And I'm gonna come and join you. Oh yes. Gonna do whatever you ask me. Thank you so much. Don't let it go to your head now.
For triumph, and she has been through so much, even with your child health issues, anything that you have overcome so many things over and over and over again. She works at iHeartRadio for years. You have been just a pillar in our community. and broadcasting, and we appreciate you for giving your time and just being who you are. This has been a great process with you. So I just want to say that. So we at SCH Kappa really appreciate you. Could you talk to us about this amazing plaque that we have for her?
Absolutely. How y'all doing? My name is Eli. Glad to be here. Had the opportunity to honor Sue in March for Women's History, and she gave me a call like, hey bro, I got somebody I want to honor at my event in September. I am the Tres Generaciones Tequila liquor representative for the city of Philadelphia. So I'm a liquor rep for Tres Generaciones. Means 3 generations, so that's the Spanish term for it. We are the official tequila of Billboard Music, and part of our musician program is to honor a musician from, me specifically in Philadelphia, a musician from Philadelphia every month. Of course, in March we honor Sue, and now here we are in September, we're going to honor Roxy. So, on behalf of Grace,
Congratulations, Roxy. We appreciate you. Could you tell them what it's about, getting up today? I love that.
Right, so it's our motto is fail twice, get up thrice, right? So basically, we all gotta go through our struggles to get to where we are. So fail twice, get up thrice. You fall 2 times, you get up 3 times, but make sure you always get up every time, all right? So continue to get up, Roxy, in your journey in the music industry here in Philadelphia. Congratulations.
Suzanne, thank you so much. This was so unexpected. So unexpected. I asked the guy, what's that for? Is that for Suzanne? Like, I had no idea. So I really, really appreciate this. Just being a part of this entire event. I honor my role as a mother more than anything else I do in this world. So the fact that you have this event to honor mothers in this industry, and it is so difficult to be in this industry not being a mom, and to be a mom in this industry is like 10 times harder. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you for doing this. I appreciate you for honoring the amazing women that you did tonight. It's about me. Being here was enough for me. So I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes. Can we just take a few pictures?
I am a queen, and don't you know that I am that somebody? Especially 'cause I am a queen, and don't you know that